So 4.2 is the most recent update we have put through for our system, and we're going to share with you those feature updates so that you're able to utilize those. My name is Jesse, the CEO of KeepSpace, and let me share with you what the development team has placed together. The things that we'll cover over is 4.2's edit abilities that now are available with this release. We'll go through products, bundles, categories, orders. You'll also be able to see the new report that has also been added to this release. KeepSpace products now, as we go into a product here, has the function to be able to view the piece. As you can see with this product here, we have the ability now in seeing how much the cartons have, also the breakdowns with the base, and the total quantity available to each product in this system. You can also see the quantity based on how many units, if there are any cartons available, and the functionality now is to be able to edit the products and add in extra images based on file, if we wanted to put those through and put them in, or keep them out. The details of which the manufacturers come from, SKU details, title, description. It's all now been provided in here, so you're having a nice, cleaner approach. The HS code, supplier value, and the sales value. The dimensions are still not available to edit after the product has had stock arrive into the warehouse, because once that stock lands, that makes it difficult if that gets changed. Bundles. Now that when a bundle has been generated in, you will be able to see if you have prepping instructions. We can now put the prepping instructions within the bundle itself here. You can also see a quick view of all the SKUs linked to the bundle. And if you request to edit, the edit function is in the top right-hand corner, as you can see. Clicking that through will allow you to go through the same approach. You'll be able to find the products if you needed to, based on a quick search. And the search will allow you to search by both SKU and title within the system. And that will hopefully make it a lot easier to source what you're trying to find to add to the bundles that are here. The bundle details then can also have multiple quantities to put through, and will make this a lot easier. Now, in regards to the prepping instructions, you'll be able to see on the right-hand side below the images, an ability to add steps to the stages of movement, and we'll be able to put those through. If you had written something in and it's a similar approach, you can also move these around, but this will help allowing you to have a clear actions of what you want KeepSpace to do in their warehouses based on the bundles that are created within KeepSpace. Categories have now also had an update for their ability to do the edit. As you can see here, you can have child categories under your primary categories, and then through that, the ability to go in and edit those categories to match what you would like. There are a range of custom colors if you request, and you can also match those based on primary titles in the system itself. This is to really just help make it easier to find what categories you want to work with, and then align those to the products page and see those within the system itself. Orders is also in 4.2 had a massive update in regards to the ability to edit them in certain ways. You will see that you have draft, outbound, inbound returns. Draft is currently still under development, looking to be 4.4. Outbounds, though, as they currently stand, have been separated from inbounds. We'll start with outbounds. As you can see, there are a range of types that are now being released to orders. Right now, this release has standard as the primary one. More to come as time goes on. Progress of the bars have also been showed to be able to say what the status of the order is at, plus the progression of that order to its completion. You'll also be able to see how many products are available in regards to the SKU variants, and then the quantity counts within the order itself. Under the view page, you will be able to see the scheduled time frame of each point by date and how that is progressing through the warehouse in where the order has been requested. When orders reach a certain stage within the process, some statuses will allow you to edit the order, some statuses will not. As you can see here, info received is when the order is originally received to KeepSpace system and it has not been touched by any operational team member at that point. That allows you to do completely all the edits within the order itself and allowing you to change, add, address multiple different things at that point. When it is in a unbatched status, it means that those orders are going to be collected together and are being prepared by the operation managers to prepare them into a group to be batched out within that warehouse. The batch status allows to know that this order has been grouped with other bunch of orders, and it has been delegated to a team member within that warehouse, and it's awaiting for that team member to start picking that order amongst the other orders collected in that batch. At the status of batch, there are still some things that can be changed. Under the products section, you will see that you won't be able to change the products. But under the shipment section, you will have the ability to edit the shipping page because it has not been focused yet on the shipping label to be applied. And therefore you can come in, update the shipping details and any method that you wanted to apply to the order before it goes down the line of the different statuses. When a status has moved from batch and moved into picking, picking means that the order is now being currently picked on the trolley by an operation team member within the warehouse and is locked in regards to all the SKUs within the order and can't be changed. Once it shows the status of picked, it means that the order has been picked by someone in the warehouse and it has now been delegated to go to the packing station to start processing within the line of the other trolleys. In the packing stage, you will not be able to do anything within the products. The products are currently locked in because they've already been picked. They can't be amended. And when you go to the shipment page, you can still technically edit a little bit there, which is the customer's details, phone number, email, just before the shipping label is printed. But you will also notice the address of where the shipment is going is now no longer available to be changed, along with the method that it belongs to. If you add any changes to those details, you'll be able to make those, and there will be the final changes before they enter the status of packed. The final three statuses kind of lock in all the information, and therefore the ability to edit is no longer available. So therefore, the only functionality you do have available to you is the chat function. And in the chat function, that's where you can raise up any support needed to address the order itself. In the inbound order pages under orders, they are a lot less. So it does really make it a lot easier to see. Info received is where the order has been coming into KeepSpace and it has now been available to us, and now we are aware of the information, and that's where the first status is. Awaiting arrival, pretty much as it says. We've recognized the information that's been requested, and now we're just awaiting for the order to come to the warehouse itself. Shipping itself is information around the shipping carrier that we can expect to come here to the warehouse, whether it be a container, a loose pallet, whatever it be. It gives us the information to know that when that supplier's address on that shipment lands, that information is very important to the team who are going to be processing it. The more accurate that information is, the easier it is for the team to be able to quickly identify and process that into the system. Something that has been added to this, it's very new, is the ability to print barcode labels. Now, as you can see here, this is the order barcode that is connected to this order shipment. Clicking on the barcode itself under the print icon allows you to download the image straight away. And through downloading that image, it then shows you the barcode that can be added. This could be printed out on a white label, or it could be taken out as an A4 print and be stuck onto the side of the pallet. This is just to really help us to know very quickly which order this belongs to, go straight into getting the order processed, which means you get your stock ready to go faster. The status of arrived and stocking, the ability to edit the inbound order is no longer available, and it will only have the ability to do amending. And that is also the same for processed. So that won't allow you to be able to edit. But at least you know that that functionality is all there, ready to rock and roll. Management. Under management, you have suppliers and customers. Most people, to be honest with you, don't really use customers within KeepSpace. It's not really a big thing unless you're doing a lot of retail. But suppliers are provided based on where the products are coming from, and it allows us to make it a lot easier to know who's bringing what, where, and that way you can copy this information straight into your future inbound orders from your database that you have. And finally, reports. The first report we have in here is inventory management report. Pretty primary and hopefully a lot clearer to show as a breakdown across the products. You have the ability to see which warehouse you want to look at, whether it's Perth or Melbourne. And through that, it allows you to go to any dates and get a review of how much inventory was in at that point on that day. So 30th of June, and say you got to do your inventory count for the end of the financial year. From a 30th of June, it allows you then to show all the SKUs that were currently in that list. The report can be downloaded by the current page, or you can do all the records itself. That will allow you then to run in the background and have that set up to show you all the lines. So as you can see here, it does a nice clean breakdown of the products and SKUs at that point of time to present for your accounting necessary needs. Another interesting thing that we do show here is the ability to break down all the units. So if you have a base and you have a carton and you have multiple units that are showing that, you can get not only the total quantity, but you can also get a quick breakdown of how many cartons you still have, how many boxes, and how many base units you have. This is super helpful to be able to really get a quick clarity over all the stuff that's within KeepSpace's warehouses straight away within this inventory report. It always sucks to retrain your team on a new platform, but hopefully this video will help address some of that training necessary needs. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the update of 4.3.